To Tom Balance now. He lives in New Bern, the area we've been talking about so often, where they had to have rescue workers go in and save people from their homes by the hundreds. His wife went to Atlanta, but he stayed behind with the cat and 3 dogs, it's my understanding. How'd that work out?
Well, that's pretty dumb. We should have taken everybody and gone to Atlanta.
Well, you know, we talked just yesterday, and I wondered how you were feeling about it. And tell me what the night was like.
Oh, my gosh. I think the last time I was up that long was when my child was first born. You know, you keep going to check to breathe. I kept going to check out the window because it was so dark. And my house faces the river, and I'm about 250 feet from it. And it's on an incline. And we've always been pretty good. I mean, since 2003, nothing like this. And I kept watching it, and it kept coming up. And when I say coming up, it was like the ocean breaking on top of the yard. And so I got kind of worried. And I called my friend at the Weather Channel. He said, go to the second floor. And anyway, it's very scary. It was one of the stupidest things I've done. I've done a lot when I was young. I did a lot of stupid things, but since I've gotten older, I never put myself in harm's way like this. I'll never do it again.
Was there a time when you thought, Tom, this could be it?
Yeah, to be truthful, if my wife hears this, she's going to get really angry because I tried to tell her I wasn't worried. But there was a time when I was like, if it comes up to the second floor, where do you go? Because the windows are too small for me to get out of. Up in the second floor, they're a little bit smaller, so I would have been in trouble. It's kind of like being in an attic with no exit.
Well, that would have been trouble.
That did cross my mind.
You're breaking up just a little bit, but I know being in there with a bunch of pets and a lot of chaos outside, it had to have been, I don't know, nerves had to have been high.
It's still that way, Shep. It hasn't stopped. The only thing that stopped is the water has backed off some. But as far as rain goes, I was listening to Rick talk about the rainfall. Well, I've got this little rain gauge out there, and I guess it must be wrong because it says 58 inches in the last 36 hours. So I must be doing something wrong.
Well, I guess it's interesting you say that because we've got some rain gauges that are from the U.S. Geological Society survey where they're saying they're over 40 inches, and we just can't believe it. But to say you've gotten copious amounts of rain would be an understatement. Do you know others who stayed around there, and is everybody okay?
Yeah, everybody. My neighbors on each side stayed. Everybody. I know the neighbor next door to me. We talked on the phone. Of course, we haven't had power in like 36 hours. But yeah, everybody. I think everybody's okay. The worst part was downtown New Bern. Was hearing all that stuff. I couldn't believe it. Then one of my real good friends, his house burned up last night because of his generator.
I heard you guys had a fire there.
That was a good friend of mine. His house burned to the ground. Darn it.
Well, for viewers who've never lived through one of these things and sort of understand, you know, a man's home is his castle, and you make your decision. You're like, I'm going to ride this thing out. For those who've never been through such an experience, is there a way to describe it to someone who's never been in it?
I guess it'd be like getting into a barrel and getting ready to go over to Niagara Falls thinking you're going to live. Because that's kind of like I felt. I was like, what have I done? What kind of stupid thing have I done to put myself in such jeopardy when my wife told me to come with them? I was standing there thinking how stupid it was for nothing. And I think that's my takeaway on it. It really upset me that I was that stupid. I mean, I'm 70, you'd think. I'd passed all that and gotten a little better, but I still have relapses. That won't happen again, though.
I've said that once myself. I don't know how that happened, but it won't happen again. Tom Balance, man, I'm glad you made it through it. It's great to talk to you. Glad the cat and the dogs are doing well, and hopefully your wife's not too mad at you. They can't be too mad when you live through it to tell the story. Tom Balance in New Bern, where the picture in the mirror is clear today. That was dumb. I didn't say it. He said it, and he did say it, and I do believe him.